How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another video. My name is Dylan Colin, host of Fourth Down Football, and in today's video we'll be reacting to Colin predicts when the first 5 first-round rookie QBs will get their first start and their first win. I will also be giving my own opinion. Right away, I just want to say, Colin Cowherd, he is the second worst at just predictions for rookies and draft, right behind Chris Sims, who did a terrible job at ranking the quarterbacks. That was just, I thought it was a joke. I really thought it was a joke, and I still think it's a joke. Both of these guys, Chris Sims and Colin Cowherd, I feel like they make stuff up to get comments and to get more popular. People reposting, like, what is this guy saying? And then he gets more famous. That's really what I believe, because their opinions are just so bad. But I want to look at this video.
So we've got 5 first-round rookie quarterbacks. Joy, I am going to predict when they start and when they first win.
All right, the Jags selected Trevor Lawrence with the first overall pick. Looking at the Jags schedule, when...
All right, for me, obviously he's going to get the start week 1, and in my opinion, he's going to get the dub week 1, just because he's playing probably the worst team in the league.
Will Lawrence get his first start and his first win?
His first start is week 1, and his first win is week 1.
Ooh.
So Urban Meyer and Trevor Lawrence go 1-0. First of all, worst rushing defense in the NFL last year was Houston. Translation, he's not going to have to throw 40 times. They have a excellent running back tandem now in Jacksonville. Their offensive line's not terrible. Urban has...
By the way, a running back tandem that they never should have had. You should have never drafted Travis Etienne. Oh, it's a smart move. James Robinson was only good because he got so many carries. Well, at least he was producing with so many carries, which means he's a good running back, and considering he was undrafted, you're getting an underdog who's still going to try to perform well. Drafting a guy 25th overall, you're like making James Robinson think, hey, maybe this team isn't for me. Maybe I don't want to be here because they don't respect me. And yeah, you're showing that you don't respect your really good running back, and that's terrible to do, especially when you have more guys on the board that you should be drafting, such as safety and Trevon Moehrig. I thought they might have drafted Christian Barmore, maybe an offensive lineman. There were just so many better options. A pass rusher would have been great to pair along with Josh Allen, but there were just so many better options.
Able to run the football from Bowling Green to Utah to Florida to Ohio State. Jacksonville's running attack will be good. So I think they control the line of scrimmage. I also think J.J. Watt's gone. That's good for Trevor Lawrence. Big part of the pass rush is gone. So this is a weak defense, ball control. Urban and Trevor are 1-0 to start their careers.
Agreed.
The Jets took Zach Wilson, second overall.
In my opinion, Wilson obviously starts week 1. There's no one to really challenge Wilson in the quarterback room, and I mean, this is tough. Carolina's officially at least above average team in my opinion. They'll be good this year. I think they might even have a winning record this year. So that's a loss. Pats is a loss. Denver, they have a great defense. It's going to be hard for the rookie Wilson. I think it's a hopeful dub there, but it's in Denver, so I don't know, especially if we have fans back, which we probably will. Then that's an L. Titans is an L. Falcons is an L bye week. I'm sorry, I'm getting you mad. Unless you catch your dub against Broncos or Falcons, I really don't see him catching a dub until week 12. But that means the Jets go 0-11 and they're better than that. So I'm going to give them the dub against the Falcons. Just don't have a good defense. I'm giving them the dub against the Falcons in week 5. So they go 0-4. But they're playing some...
Here's the schedule. First start, first win.
This is a lot to chew. So, start week 1.
Right.
I'm going to say their first win is week 5 against Atlanta. They start 0-4. I mean, come on. Robert Saleh going up against Belichick, Vrabel. I mean, I don't think they can win week 1 on the road against Carolina, a team that has really good offensive...
Broncos? I guess it's at Denver.
You remember, Denver doesn't lose at home in September because of the high altitude. And the other...
They win because of the high altitude. All right, Colin.
Thing is, Atlanta's the first time you get a rookie head coach for the Jets and the opponent, Arthur Smith. The Jets have played in London before. They're 1-0. So you get 2 rookie head coaches. Atlanta will have some win. Jets will be more desperate. So I go they beat Atlanta in London.
All right, the Niners traded up to take Trey Lance, third over.
All right, Trey Lance, his first start. His first start is, we'll go home against the Cardinals. First win in Jacksonville. I like that.
Overall, here's the schedule. First start, first win.
Now, I think Trey Lance is going to be in some of the playbook week 1. You don't move up number 3 pick unless you feel you got a dynamic difference maker. And this kind of offensive line and running game, you could win early. Even Trey Lance or Mac Jones both would have won early. I'm going to go starts week 8 at Chicago and wins week 8 at Chicago.
I know it's possible, but I just really don't. When you're in as comfortable in a position as the 49ers are with their quarterback situation with Jimmy G, you really want your rookie quarterback to start at home. So I do agree with Colin that it's going to be somewhere around that middle of the season range, but I just really don't think that they're going to allow him to start, first of all, against a spectacular defense in the Chicago Bears, and second of all, on the road in Chicago, so with some crazy Chicago fans.
Chicago. I think you're looking about a Super Bowl roster. I think the running game, remember, the Niners loaded up on their running back, Trey Sermon, in the draft, and their offensive line. So this is going to be a run-centric offense where Trey Lance will not have to go to Chicago and throw 45 times. Yeah. Also, Jimmy G has missed 23 games in his career due to injury. So I'm not saying he is better than Garoppolo at that point. What I'm saying is I'm rolling the dice on Jimmy G has a little tweak.
Right.
They don't want to push it. They've already been playing Trey Lance a little, and they go for it.
The Bears took Justin Fields at 11. Here's their schedule.
This is hard.
First start, first.
I think they promised Dalton the start. You don't want to be starting your rookie quarterback on the road against a top 3 defense. We'll go. You know what? It might be the Josh Allen experiment. What happened to Allen is they had a terrible game against a really good defense in Baltimore. I'm not saying they're going to lose 40-3, but Nathan Peterman was the starter in that game. God, the Bills have progressed so much since then. But Dalton's going to have a terrible game in L.A. Fields is going to come in somewhere in the fourth quarter, and he's going to perform pretty decently, maybe get a touchdown in garbage time. And then his first start is going to be against the Bengals. His first win is going to be home against Detroit.
First win.
This is the hardest one for me. So week 1 he's going to start. Andy Dalton last 3 years, 11-22. Matt Nagy and Ryan Pace got to win games. And I also think Justin Fields does physically what Andy Dalton can't, and it's going to pop in camp. It's going to pop in preseason. And Justin Fields played a lot of college games.
Yeah.
He's ready to play. When you come out of Ohio State and you've played 30 games, you're ready to play in the NFL. Chase Young, week 1, let's go. But I cannot have them.
I know some of you are going to get mad at me saying that he's not going to be able to beat the Bengals. I think Burrow has a really good season this year, and that's the only reason. I know they lost Trey Hendrickson, etc., they got, what am I saying? They got Trey Hendrickson. I don't know what I was saying there. But they did lose Carl Lawson. That's what I meant to say. So, I know that, but they replaced him with Trey Hendrickson, some of you could argue. And I would argue that Trey Hendrickson is a step down. But hey. And, I just see them performing well. Jamar Chase is new. They have a great receiving core now, and I think he loses that game. But I think, of course, he'll get the win against Jared Goff and the Lions.
Beating the Rams in LA or the Browns in Cleveland. Now, they get Cincinnati at home week 2, and Matt Nagy's been a tremendous September coach. But I'm going to give the Bengals a close win there. I think they beat week 4, the Detroit Lions at home,
So I agree that he'll play
on
in
Fox. And
I agree that he'll play in LA. I don't think he'll start that game. I think Andy Dalton will do terrible, and Fields will come in garbage time, and we'll never see from Dalton again.
then it'll be LFG. We got ourselves a star quarterback. Let's go.
All right, Mac Jones, 15th overall.
Week 1 start will, Week 1 start will go to Newton, and Jones start. Jones will start in Carolina because Newton does terrible in LA. It's the same thing. Jones will come in. Belichick will bench Newton in week 8 against the Chargers. Jones will look decent, and then he'll start against Carolina, and he won't get his first dub. He'll get... Oh. I'm going to roll the dice here and say that Jones comes in against Carolina and beats them. I like that.
Overall,
His first start.
here's the schedule for the Patriots. First start, first win.
It's going to be a pretty rough
Never
schedule.
starts, never wins. Cam Newton's going to start the season. Okay, here's my theory. So Cam Newton post-COVID last night. Does everybody know Cam Newton led the NFL with 12 rushing touchdowns at quarterback?
No one gives a
Cam Newton was 7-8, no camp, no TA, no preseason, got COVID.
Yeah.
Cam's going to come back, and they're going to win 10 games. And Belichick does not want to make the playoffs again. Okay, the experimenting is adorable, but he watched Brady win a Super Bowl. Bill wants to win games.
Yeah.
Okay, by the way, Buffalo and Miami, those are real teams now. Not going to experiment with Mac Jones in Week 7. Remember, they appear to have solved their tight end issue, Jonnu Smith and Hunter Henry, got Nelson Aguilar, Kendrick Bourne, spent some money on Trent Brown offensive line. So I don't believe this is, let's just, Nick Saban's my friend. Buffalo is a top 3 team in the league. Miami won 10 games with Tua as a rookie, and they're no question better. And I think the Jets will at least be dangerous. So I think Cam plays the whole year.
I agree.
I think he's gonna play.
I don't think Mac Jones plays unless Cam has an injury.
And I've said I think New.
I'm sticking with what I said, but another possibility is that the Patriots do so well that Jones starts in Week 18 and takes the L.
New England's a wild card playoff team. That was exciting. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe
You're welcome,
here.
Colin. He didn't do too bad in this video. Of course, these are predictions. I definitely could have seen him saying that Lawrence doesn't start the entire season because that's just how he is. I don't know. He was going to say something stupid like that. I felt like he didn't really do that. So, congrats to you, Colin. I'll see you guys in the next video.